The end of a world. Alize is steeling herself for the task ahead. It's intimidating, yes, but we have to start somewhere. Why don't we have a closer look at that tower to the southeast? We might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. Why, look at that, conveniently. Look at the size of those doors. Now I know how pixies must feel. Lavenza Shark recognized. Welcome to the city of Amarat. Okay, so it is just Amarat. I'll probably, if for the sake of distinction, I'll call it Amarat City versus Amarat. And Amarat will just be the dungeon. Will you be riding the lift? What? Did the building just welcome you? Mayhap it is not so passing strange. Did Emmett Selk not invite Lavenza to visit his abode? 'Tis plain thy coming was expected. And where will this lift be taking us? The lift services every level of Akora Heights, but is presently configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. Well, there you have it. In the absence of some few hundred yalms of rope, we have little choice but to accept the offer. Again, I've got a multi-seater mount. With emphasis on the we. I'm not about to let you walk into that place alone. I wish to ride the lift ground floor now. I'll be nice to the elevator voice. As you wish. The lift will arrive shortly. Next stop, ground floor. Facilities include the Bureau of the Administrator, the Bureau of the Architect, and the Capitol. It's interesting, I was just thinking, the Architect was La Habrea, right? So who is the Administrator? I don't recall. Maybe that's, Elidibus. Well, no, but he's the emissary now, but I don't know how that works between now and then. Did they really need an emissary back then? Maybe. So maybe Emmett Selk is the administrator. Mindless musings. I just can't believe how tall everything is. Yeah, this has got to be a trip for anybody from Eorzea. Because even though, like, it surprised me, I think there was some dialogue earlier, you know, when looking at this place, where, oh yeah, it was, I think, Thancred talking about, you know, espionage or infiltration or whatever, and it's like, dude, you're used to, like, Ul'dah is probably the closest thing to this as far as a city goes. This is like major metropolitan. There's a big difference between this and Ul'dah. Seems peaceful enough. He said tempting fate. Okay. I was like, that's weird. I was thinking of it from a, you know, like in a book. You know, the he said or whatever. And I was like, wait, what is this? But it, anyway, it just confused me for a second. Each of these towers seems a veritable city in itself. Even a gigas would feel inadequate in such surroundings. If mine eyes do not deceive, we stand in some manner of communal square. Just a moment. I thought I saw something. Yeah, a big old dude somewhere over there. God, this music, I love it. This is the other song I've got playing in my house. I think it's only two I have it set to. This and the one in Amarang. It's only at this distance that you start to realize just how big the buildings truly are. What did that voice call the city? Amarat? Amarat? Look, over there. Yeah, there he is. Is that a person? Ah, no, my mistake. That's a giant. It doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. Giant or no, a resident of this place may have much and more to tell us. I say we make the first move. Alpha, no, you can't just... Ugh. And then just because of an overall lack of detail, I have to think this isn't what they actually looked like. This is more of just a representation. But I don't know. I mean, this may be, but if it's not, it would be interesting to know what the ancients did look like. Pray excuse my boldness, but might I ask you a few questions? Oh, what adorable costumes. Are you children on an excursion? This district has much to teach you. How odd. That sounded like no language I've ever heard, and yet I understood every word. And isn't that also a benefit of the Echo, which I never realized until going through New Game Plus? Is that the Echo allows us to understand other languages. Obviously, that's not the case here, but it just made me think of it. Just as he understood us. In what district is this exactly? You must be lost, poor things. You stand in the... God, Polylurite district, wherein lie the institutions most vital to the management of our star. Can you tell us where to find Emmett Silk? Can you tell us who rules this city? I mean, it's may as well just ask it direct. Ah, I see. You've come to marvel at the workings of the Convocation of 14. Hardly surprising, I suppose. The whole world holds its breath as the final days draw near. and our brightest minds race to implement their plans. Thus, you must understand that gaining an audience at this time will be next to impossible. You must hurry home now, before your families begin to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, thank you. We will be fine. Very well. Take care, little ones. What was that all about? To my eyes, these people appear as arcane entities. I suspect Emmett Selk wove them from ether, much as he constructed the rest of the city. The final days. Such words well befit the oblivion described to us by our Ascian foe. A catastrophe of unprecedented scale, which did set in motion the summoning of Zodiark, and thence Heidelin herself. But that happened centuries and centuries ago, didn't it? That man spoke as if they were rushing to avert a disaster here and now. Unless, for these people, the distant past is the here and now. I believe thou hast the right of it, Master Alphino. This ethereal Amarat and its residents appear to be phantoms of a different age. Emmett Selk hath resurrected a memory, a moment in time from before the star was sundered. So, we find ourselves in a long-destroyed city inhabited by the long-departed. An unusual situation, to be sure, but at least we're able to parley with these ancients. In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. I say we use this to our advantage. Split up, strike up some conversations, and see if we can't learn the location of our quarry. And while we're at it, it wouldn't hurt to wheedle out a few more details regarding this convocation of 14 and their impending disaster. To mingling, then. Let's meet back here when our jaws start aching. It'll be interesting to see, when I think back on this portion of the story, it feels like an overwhelming amount of lore that I would say I don't remember all of, but that may not be true. You know, I may have struggled to keep up with it at the time, but eventually it sunk in. But we'll see if that's true, or if maybe this does clear some things up, or just helps me remember some things I forgot. I have high expectations for you, my little debater. If you ever wish to hone your skills with a spirited conversation or two, I would be overjoyed to engage you. 'Twould seem the hall is host to a most precocious visitor this day. And what, pray tell, shall be the subject of our discussion, young one? Ah, the convocation and their handling of the coming peril. 'Tis only natural that you should have questions. Shall we begin with the members themselves? As all know, the 14 are the wisest and most puissant, I believe is how Urianger pronounces it. Because I think he's the only person that uses that word. And most puissant among us. They are the stewards of order, responsible for decisions which keep this star turning season after season. Be it the speaker, La Habrea, or the emissary, Elidibus, each seat is occupied by an elected sage of surpassing intellect. Okay, so here they call La Habrea the speaker, but I thought he was the architect too. And then they do call Elidibus the emissary. Logrif, Mitron, Emmet Selk. Their individual titles have, as a gesture of respect and a matter of tradition, become synonymous with their incumbents. Thus it is with great incredulity that I greet this recent rumor that a seat in the convocation is soon to be left vacant. If proven true, 'twould be an unprecedented development, a testament to the immense pressure under which our saviors are toiling. In any event, I for one am confident they shall deliver our star unto salvation. And then this vacant seat is ours, right? Because I know there was also, what is it, Venet or whatever? Venat? Which was the one, I think, that summoned Heidelin. But she, I want to say, broke off after Zodiark was summoned. One other thing I want to say about Amarat City and why I like this area so much is I think something about the combination of the aesthetic and the music strikes me as I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It's a almost like a memory that I just can't remember. A good memory that I can't remember. Like, it's logged in my brain as there's a memory here, and it's a good memory. But when I try to, access it, it's just nothing there, or it's like an error or something. There's just something about it that's like almost nostalgic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything. There's no place and music and everything that evokes such I mean, part of me is thinking an emotional response, but it's not just emotional. It's like a memory. I don't know. It's weird, but I like it. Good gracious, child, where is your family? You should not be alone at a time like this. Run along home, quickly now. Have you not heard? Though yet confined to the lands across the sea, a terrible phenomenon afflicts our star. They are calling it the final days. And we still don't know exactly what that terrible phenomenon is. Other than I think it's just like a ringing or something. 'Tis said it starts suddenly, a cacophonous keening from beneath the earth. The sound distorts all living things within earshot and wrests from us control of our creation magics. Once that happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair. Every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds and given substance. An eternal fall of fiery rain, an incessant spawning of nightmarish beasts. None can point to the source of the phenomenon. 'Tis as if the star itself has fallen ill, as if a force inimical to life now festers and spreads. 'Tis only a matter of time until Amarat too resounds to that discordant squall. You should stay with your loved ones, child. Stay with them. Yeah, as far as I know, we still don't know what that is, what the cause of it is, or exactly what it is. And from my understanding, at least from what I recall, it's not just that it somehow causes random summoning or whatever, but it causes like involuntary summoning from the ancients. The ancients actually summon this stuff, but it's because of whatever this ringing, this squall, this whatever they call it, and how it's affecting the people, I think. Please let me know if you have any other questions about the Bureau of the Architect and what we do here, little one. I am here to help. An audience with him itself. I am afraid you have the wrong office, little one. And besides, we will be far too busy to field the questions of curious children. Surely you have been told of the looming catastrophe. Every resource available to the Convocation must be spent upon ensuring our world survives. They have yet to make an official announcement, but it is said the 14 are moving forward with a plan of scarce credible proportions. One which promises to grant will to the very star itself. They will invoke our mightiest spells of creation to birth an entity of all-encompassing magnificence, and then they will rewrite the laws of existence. 'Tis a huge undertaking, and it must be completed ere the corruption spreads this far. Thus, I say to you again, do not hold out hope for an audience. Oh, it's you, little one. Come to the Bureau of the Architect to track down yet another concept, have we? As you like, but I do worry that you will struggle to utilize even the simplest of our concepts, considering your rather limited creative potential. I'm tempted to, like, talk to all of the NPCs here, but I don't think it's... I don't want to spend all day on it. Yeah, I was thinking too, as I was doing some of the quests yesterday, I almost kind of wish I had done at least one of the role quests, just because it clearly is a part of the story that you did that. But at the same time, I'm just not as just interested in doing any of those. I liked them well enough, but I'm just enjoying the MSQ so much. And it's just kind of wasn't a part of my plan. I didn't think I would... I mean, obviously I didn't need to, but I didn't... I definitely didn't remember the necessity to do the role quest for the MSQ. So... Anyway. Well, that was an experience. I will never... I will never. Okay, I was never very fond of being treated like a child, but it did make asking questions less suspicious. Lavenza, if I was not certain before, then I am now. The people of this city believe they face the end of the world. I cannot imagine what purpose compelled Emmett Selk to recreate this ancient Amarat. And yet, I fancy I hear his words to us echoing throughout this ocean trench. He would have his story known. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, his whole thing has been trying, I think, to convince us toward his side or whatever. And this is his last attempt at saying, hey, this is what I'm fighting for. You know, like, you know what you're fighting for. I know what you're fighting for. But now know what I'm fighting for. Thank you for watching this video. Tonight's stream was phenomenal. We did actually manage to finish up 5.0 tonight. So, yeah, it's great. Obviously, as usual, in the credits for 5.0 will be kind of my review, so look forward to that. But yeah, I love it. I mean, there's a reason why Shadowbringers is as amazing as it is. And I personally think it's from the content that's in these videos. But yeah, and then next up will be the very tiny little level 80 Dark Knight quest, and then we'll be moving on to the patch content, which I'm looking forward to. So hopefully you are as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to come join me live, the link to my Twitch is in the description down below. Thank you again for watching, and you have a good one.